Welcome to the Real Mom Hub, where we celebrate the beautiful, profound transformation into motherhood.
It's a journey that shatters and rebuilds us in incredible ways. We share the voices of everyday moms honing and discovering their natural instincts and superpowers.
We talk to experts to try and make sense of our minds and bodies.
We air out the hard parts of parenting people don't like to talk about.
Because let's be honest, motherhood is as hard as it is joyful.
So why not embrace it? Lean into the growth, the struggle, the magic. This is your opportunity for complete and utter personal transformation.
Come with us. We're so glad you're here.
I need to know. Why do you hate telling people you're pregnant?
I don't know. Maybe we should unpack that.
I think we should, because I'm going to be honest, like this time around, I just didn't do it.
You didn't tell anyone.
Like I think
Wait until right now.
I dropped Easter egg. Oh, is this when we tell everybody?
How's that for a cold open?
Yeah, so we're both pregnant. Again.
Episode done.
Hi, Emily here. I'm interrupting briefly with a quick ask for you. It's the only ask we're ever going to make of you, and it's this. If you're enjoying the show, if these conversations are adding value to your life, please make sure you're following us on whatever platform you usually listen on. This really helps us grow the show and make sure that we are capturing quality experts for our interviews. So please support the project if you're enjoying. If you're feeling like you have extra energy, please check us out on social and make sure you're following along there at The Real Mom Hub on all platforms. And we have a weekly newsletter. You can sign up for that on our website at therealmomhub.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so grateful for y'all.
Oh, wait, this isn't a joke. I'm going to clarify.
Oh, yeah,
this
no,
is
we
real.
actually are. Yeah, but I mean, like, I just think you brought up a really interesting perspective, which is like, yeah, I don't like telling people I'm pregnant. And you and I have never talked about this before.
No, I'm wondering if we're
either.
shifting the topic of the episode.
Right now.
Yeah.
In real time. Yeah.
I wish it was a live recording so people could write in and give us some feedback. Why do we not like that? That is so weird.
Well, I think also like there's just so much effort put forth these days.
Oh, sure. Like the pressure to do it in a cute way.
I don't know. I love the wholesome, like, 3 pairs of shoes and you add another one or something. Like I love a cute little, we made a cute thing and we're telling you
it
on social
deserves
media. Like
to
it
be
makes
celebrated.
me happy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's also back up. We started this on a really awkward foot.
This is as real as it gets.
This is as real as it gets. Like I'm thrilled to be pregnant, and I also have mixed emotions. Of course, we're thrilled though. Like also, you are thrilled as well.
Yeah, I'm actually like 90% thrilled. Like I've had way more mixed emotions with the other kids. There's like
Charlie
always
and Nora, if you're listening.
Yeah, there's always like this like apprehension just because it's hard and you know it's gonna be hard. But I'm like truly like this was planned. Like I'm really excited about it. So why don't I want to tell people?
I don't know. I think it's kind of an awkward thing to drop because it's like big news. So then you're about to process other people's emotions or reactions. And maybe for me, it's a day where I just feel like absolute garbage. And it'd be nicer to not think about it. Because when you give birth, it's completely all consuming.
Yes. There's no option to not think about it.
Right. No. So it's like kind of like glorious denial. And for me, I think like personal private anticipation.
Okay. I feel like just to really paint the picture, I'm going to share just how bad I am at telling people I'm pregnant. Picture this. I've been married for 3 months. I don't know, something like that. There are no grandchildren as of this point when this story is happening.
For both your and Kevin's.
Yes,
both
on either side. No grandchildren yet. We are going camping with mom and dad, and I know I'm going to tell them. Literally the way it comes out is we're sitting around the campfire. Someone offers me a beer, and in this like curmudgeon, like the grumpiest way possible, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to need a non-alcoholic one. Like, this is how I share the
'Cause I'm
information.
pregnant.
I don't even think I said that. So, like, it was this moment where they were, like, concerned it was, like, a substance abuse issue. And then Kevin was like, "'Cause we're pregnant!" Like, woohoo! And
Thanks,
then
Kevin Rule, for really trying to save the moment and
everyone's
add some
thrilled.
excitement.
Like, that is how mom and dad found out that they were becoming grandparents for the first time. Like, I have historically been terrible.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you
Like, really
totally
bad.
suck at it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think you're
really
worse than
bad.
me.
Yeah, no, I think so. So actually, this was the perfect way. This
For
cold
us to
open.
tell our listeners
Yeah.
we're both pregnant.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to know, how do people feel? Because new life is just the best thing to celebrate. So it's not that we don't want to celebrate.
Uh-huh.
And I can think of moments when the baby is safe and arrived and we're settled, when there have been parties or moments of like huge community celebrations for Kieran,
Mhm.
that I was like, oh, yes, this is
Let's go. The
incredible. Like,
bigger the better.
yeah, phenomenal. Like, just really grateful for everyone celebrating and support. I love to celebrate a new life. Why are we
How
like
much
this?
of it this is gonna get dark real deep, right, or
Okay.
real quickly. Like, how much of it is just apprehension that, like, we won't be able to carry full term? Like, I really wonder that.
I know that's true for myself, and I start to let go of that in semester 2. Semester?
Sure.
Hello? In the second trimester.
Wait, so should we wait, speaking of that, how pregos are you?
I'm 22 weeks. I'm about
Okay.
to be 23 weeks, so I'm 4 months and change. I'm a little over halfway there.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm huge. So to our point about being super awkward, I go for walks constantly in our neighborhood, but there's one of our neighbors next door. She's like, I hadn't seen her in a while. I don't walk past her house with Kieran. We were chatting. She goes, "Oh, and you're pregnant?" Because I don't even look questionable. Like, I'm not even like, is she pregnant, or like just really packing on the, No, I am so visually pregnant. She just goes, "Oh." And I was like, yeah, no, I super am.
That is funny.
It was funny. And then we joked about like how many people I could gaslight, like if there were people in my life that I just like wasn't a fan of.
And
Because
pretend
at
that
this
you're not.
point, yeah, totally. At this point, there's no way I'm not pregnant. I'm 5 feet. I'm like my
Look
normal
like you could
body.
pop.
Yeah, I
22.
look like I'm much further along than I am. So I'm just picturing like someone I have major beef with saying, "Oh, when are you due?" And me just being like, "Excuse me?"
I just feel like we're like this because
Use your words.
just this like breeding stock that like when we get pregnant, our body is like, oh yeah, this is what I was born to do. Cause I look pregnant. Like I look like I'm like 20 weeks and I'm
You're
13 or
20 weeks?
no, I look like that.
Oh,
And I'm
you look
13
like
or
you're
14 weeks.
okay. I was like, that's bad math.
Like
That's
I'm
not how.
wearing maternity clothes. And like people don't even look pregnant at this point. Like I don't know, something about our bodies I think genetically are just like, yep, here it is.
Well, we're both very short.
Ugh, it's fine. I'm fine.
It's fine.
Okay, so like how are you feeling?
I mean, this last first trimester with Kieran, I just felt like absolute garbage. I was hungover 24/7 with no
Without alcohol.
alcohol to be had.
Yeah.
This one was kind of scary because I had a almost 2-year-old, and I was just getting these terrible hormone migraines. Like I have a history of really, really, really bad migraines that like I get knocked out. I'm vomiting every 20. Like it's
Yeah, it's
bad. We did a
scary.
lot of brain scans when I was a child. We don't know why they happened. They're genetic. They came back with a vengeance. So I was waking up at like 2 a.m., 4 a.m. just having to puke already. Like it was just, and I didn't know when they would hit. Some days I was fine. Other days I was just out all day, which was really scary with a toddler I was in charge of. So that's all happening to me. And I'm like, and there's a baby in me. Like, what? I just
Good start.
terrible. Like worse than with Kieran. However, once I got to second trimester, This is what everyone told me with Kieran. Once you hit second trimester, the nausea, everything, it's going to be fine. And that never happened. I was sick that whole pregnancy
With Kieran?
with Kieran.
Oh.
Terrible, like food aversions, just felt like absolute garbage the whole time.
Oh.
Maybe until like halfway through third trimester.
Okay.
So like the period of time that women tell you, oh, you're just going to be so excited to give birth because you just want it out of you.
Mhm.
I never hit that point with Kieran because I was like, thank God I can
Wow.
eat and
Yeah.
I can function.
But
So anyways,
you're
this
feeling
one
better
though,
now.
we hit second trimester, I'm golden.
I think it's a girl.
I really wonder because it's a really, really, really different experience.
Mhm. And it's
It's a
not like you're a lot older, it's not like you've changed lifestyle that much, like
I feel like it's a boy, but I think that's just because I already have one.
like, that's all I know. That's all my body can
That's
do
all,
so far.
that's all I know.
Well, when I had a boy and a girl, I was shocked
Really?
because well, yeah, because, like, mom and dad only had girls,
Oh, true.
and then our aunties on dad's side had one gender, like, either
That's
3
true.
girls or 2 boys or 2 boys.
On
So I
Kev's
was
side,
shocked.
he just
Yeah,
has a
Kev's
brother,
side
all
yeah, and
boys.
then his cousins, like, he has 2 like, it's all boys on his side.
Okay.
So, yeah, when we had a girl, I was like, "What?"
It'll be
Um,
fun.
I'm feeling good.
I know you keep saying that
Don't hate me,
with
world.
nervous energy.
I know. I'm like, I was, like, slightly nauseous first trimester, and then I would, like, eat and it would go away. I mean, bizarre.
This is why you're gonna have 5 kids, because if that is how you're pregnant now,
Yeah, I mean, moving forward, that's not how I was with the first 2, but yeah, I literally told Kevin, last night, I was like, "Maybe we'll have twins with the next round," and he, like, did a spit take on accident. I was like,
yeah,
"Whoa,
correct response.
5?" Like
I'm sorry, wait, you're pregnant right now and you're already thinking about the next one?
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, I'm tired, and that's, like, my only symptom, besides, like, the bloating and, like, acne whenever my hormones change.
Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah, I don't know, people. I don't know. Every pregnancy's different. It's real.
So, you're what, 4 weeks? 3 weeks. Wow, I think you're
I
you're 3
am, like,
months.
just starting second trimester.
So fun.
Okay, what are your emotional feelings?
I don't really have them right now.
Mm.
I don't know. I think I honestly the first surprising emotion for me with both pregnancies so far, I've not really accepted it until we're in second trimester. Like I accept it, but I also kind of hold this. Well, anything could happen. Anything could go
Mhm,
wrong. So I'm not good at embracing right away.
mhm.
So really, my first emotion, other than okay, here we go, it was grief. Like, oh, I just want more time with Kieran.
Yeah.
Just oh, but I don't get to hang out with Kieran. Well, what will this do to Kieran's toddler experience?
Mhm.
Which is so funny because I'm just so excited to give him a sibling.
That's just so common, though. Like, that's why I asked because I felt the same way when I found out about Nora. Like, initially, I'm super excited, and then I had, like, real tears about, like, my time with Charlie, and I remember, like, the last time I took him to the park by myself, and I knew, like, this is probably the last time we're gonna go to the park. It was sad. It was so sad. And then it was even hard when Nora came because, like, all of a sudden, he doesn't get all my attention.
Yeah.
So I think that's just so real and really hard. And now with a third, I don't have any of that.
Really? Okay, that's
Not
what I was
at
gonna
all.
ask. Yeah, where are you?
I'm just, like, excited.
Cool.
Yeah. Like,
That's
I'm,
great.
like, not stressed.
Okay.
I know.
Give me more of that energy.
I mean, I just don't know if it's possible. Like, I feel like that's just third child energy. I'd be
Right.
interested to hear if that's a common experience, but I kind of bet it is.
I bet it is too.
I mean, I know it's going to be like absolute chaos for a while, but like that passes, you know?
Yeah.
And I think like Charlie will actually be helpful this time around. Like, I have a child old enough now because he'll be almost 5 when the baby's born. Versus when I had Nora, I just had a 2-year-old, like a fish. I'll just beep it out. Shit ass 2-year-old. Who
Okay. Can we for anyone who knows Charlie, he is like the easiest toddler I've
Yeah, but
ever
he's still
met
a
in my
toddler.
life.
When you have a toddler and you birth this new tiny little being, suddenly this toddler turns into like a 10-foot monster that's just like threatening the precious new life you made. So it doesn't matter how good they are. They're just like a threat. Like Mama Bear goes out to your
Yay.
first child, even. Like,
Oh. See, now I'm sad again.
sorry,
Kieran would never.
sorry, but he will.
I mean, good to know. My God. I'm like thinking about watching you with Nora and Charlie. And my perception of this just like perfect golden little sweet Charlie. And you're looking at him like he's a 5-headed dog. I'm like, wow.
Sometimes. Yeah, when he would, because he like figured out the thing that we actually cared about in our house at that point, which was our Mama Roo, because we like got one on Marketplace that was still expensive on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And every time I went to nurse Nora, he'd go over there and he'd just shake it like really hard. I mean, like, why do you even think of that? So you know what? We didn't use our Mama Roo because it made me so angry. We just had to put it in the basement.
Wow.
So he
Well, now you've
won.
got another chance.
Charlie won. Mom 0. Hmm. Right. Like I think he'll like help Nora not touch the Mama Roo this time.
Well, and he's such a great big brother. They're just so
Yes.
cute together.
They are so cute.
Hmm.
I also think of this like from mom and dad's perspective. They're going from 3 grandchildren to 5, like in a
I
short
know.
amount of time.
I know.
Ah,
The cousin
so fun.
club is getting chaotic.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
love it. Yeah, we'll see. Something I worry about. Yeah, I can think of a handful of women in my life where I watched them have one. And of course, it's difficult and shakes up your life to have one. But they seemed to kind of just roll with the punches and kind of get back to life as they knew it. And then two broke them. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely. Two was the tipping point.
Hmm.
It seemed to be the opposite with you. Like, you just seemed so much better equipped to roll with Nora
Yeah, but
than you were with Charlie.
I was mentally, emotionally, but that also was the tipping point where I was like, I can't do my career anymore. Like, I need to pivot. I mean, that's huge.
Hey, Cal, do you
Hey,
remember when I was first pregnant? One of the first questions I came to you in a panic over?
what do I wear?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, "What the heck do I put on my body?" And do you remember the first recommendation you had for me?
I'm sure it was Kindred Bravely because I tell every single new mom that they have to look into Kindred Bravely.
Yeah, no, I that was how I remembered it too. Uh-huh. Yeah, I
Okay,
think specifically the leggings were
yeah,
the
fave
starting.
products. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Leggings, bras. I mean, everything in between. You know what I've been wearing recently, which is funny? They're really nice bamboo no slip like hospital socks.
Shut the front
I
door.
was out of socks, put them on. They were so nice. I haven't taken them out for 3 days.
I've never tried those. They're incredible. All of the things I've had from them, I've had for like 3 years.
Mhm.
No wear and tear even
No, it's amazing.
somehow. They don't pill. They're airy. I mean, yeah, phenomenal product. And this company is founded by women. It's led by women, moms specifically. So they get us. We love them.
Mhm. So how do listeners support this mom-owned business?
They can use the link in our show notes. Start there and make sure that you enter our code, the Real Mom Hub 15 at checkout for 15% off your purchase.
And you can buy all these staples that honestly you'll keep in your drawers long after maternity postpartum season is done for you.
Yeah, I never put mine away. My
Worth
body
it.
shrank back almost back to normal.
And so did
And
the clothes.
the leggings still
Mhm.
fit me.
Incredible.
How? We don't know.
Incredible.
We don't know, but we love them. Thank you, Kinder
Kindred
Bravely.
Bravely. We are going to talk about a sponsor that I think is most highly endorsed by my husband, Kevin. It is Eight Sheets Organic, and they have this sleepy time lotion.
Oh, obsessed. Their magnesium, like the lavender, the only thing that actually works on restless legs.
That is why my husband highly endorses it because I'm already a thrasher.
Yeah, we shared a bed as children. I remember this.
Yeah, I can't sleep. When I'm pregnant, it is horrible. Like the
Poor
house can't
Kevin.
sleep. So in the middle of the night, I wake up, I'll roll over, I just slather that stuff all over my legs. I can go right back to sleep. Game
Well, because it
changer.
smells so good too.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's
I will
beautiful.
also say there are a couple mamas in my life who, when they first became pregnant, they do these gorgeous, like, gift bundles where you can get
Yes.
the restless legs, like the sleepy lotion, and their stretch mark prevention.
Mhm.
And they recommend that you put this stuff in the fridge because it's so fresh, you could almost eat it. I mean, I'm not recommending that, like, please don't do that, but
Mhm.
it's super natural. This company is founded by moms. It's a small business. We love to support them.
Use the link in the episode description to get 10% off your order.
Go check out what they have to offer and buy it for every single mom in your life. And yeah, I've seen that happen a few times with moms
Mhm.
from 1 to 2. So we'll see, because I felt like 1 broke me. So here we go.
I just think I mean, for me, I felt empowered by the chaos almost. It was like, this is the most intense job I've ever had in my life when I had, like, new like, a baby and a toddler, and I'm still, like, functioning and we're all alive, like, I'm a badass. So it was, like, really, really hard, and I mean, I would not choose to relive those memories, although I am choosing
Except you
that.
are, but more.
But they went by so quickly, and
Yeah.
I feel like I came out so much stronger that I'm like,
You're having at least 5. I know it.
I really don't like the postpartum period.
Mm-mm.
I just really don't like it.
No, nobody wants
I
it.
no, I that's all I can say. That's
Yeah,
what would stop me from having more.
the
It's the
postpartum.
postpartum. Yeah.
So tell me about the birth that you're hoping for with number 3.
I am planning a home birth, which is
Oh,
very different. I've had 2
so
hospital
fun.
births. Yeah, and I'm just like feeling ready to do it the way I want to do it. And I think I'm feeling more confident and like it's okay if it's not run of the mill.
What do you mean by that?
Well, so I was talking to Heidi actually, who we had on the pod, Heidi Leverance, and she was saying like it takes a lot of bravery to make a decision that's against the grain
Yeah.
because like if you have a baby in a hospital and something goes wrong, people don't blame it on, oh, it was in a hospital. And if you have a baby at home
Oh,
and something goes wrong, like there is that fear, of like, oh, well, you made that decision.
interesting.
So I think I'm finally just feeling confident enough to say, like, I want this care for my family. Like, it's not even just about me, but like, I want Kevin and I to be at home.
Mhm.
I want my kids to be able to come right away if they want to. I did have my first during COVID. So that's a unique experience that I'm sure I haven't fully let go of, just feeling like so limited on how my birth would turn out.
Mhm.
But I also just really want to set myself up for a better postpartum. And so getting to have a water birth could be a huge factor in that. Like I've torn with both of my other pregnancies or births, and they don't have water births at our hospital. So just being able to do that and like get a good night's sleep that first night and just feeling empowered.
Well, you were curious about a home birth with Charlie.
Yeah, I've kind of wanted to since the beginning, but I was in a new town at that point. Like I didn't feel like I knew enough people to ask around and find something good. And I didn't trust myself to just make an appointment and decide if I thought it was good. Like as a new mom, I'm not going to be like, "Oh yeah, you're a good midwife." Like how are you
Right.
going to know? And like I'd never done it. More power to you if you want to have your first at home. Like you go girl, that was not me. And I am very at peace with that.
I think Kevin also, because you revisited it with Nora, and Kevin was super not comfortable both times, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, he would have with Nora, but he wasn't like thrilled. Like he
Yeah.
was definitely open to it, but it was not his what the choice he would make if it was just him. So,
Yeah.
and there was a midwife that I hadn't tried before that we used for her. So, like in the hospital. So, yeah, a lot of factors, but pretty excited about it.
So you're doing OB care now,
Mhm.
so you can get a referral to a pelvic floor therapist.
Yes, I'm going, like, through our hospital system right now, and then I also that insurance will cover, like, ultrasounds and all that, because otherwise it's out of
Mhm.
pocket. So I'm gonna
Okay.
do OB care, like, through my anatomy scan, likely, and then I'll just switch fully to the midwives for the end or for the
Wow.
second half.
Amazing.
feeling very cared for.
Good.
Yeah.
As you should.
How about you?
Most births would be better than the one we had, so
Yeah.
easy target. Yeah, so with Kieran, we did midwife care throughout the whole pregnancy, which was phenomenal. Like hour-long appointments, super cared for, asking really holistic questions about our lifestyle, how I was feeling, like emotional state, like stuff you do not get in the hospital. I mean, it was incredible. And the complications with Kieran's birth had nothing to do with the midwives. I had amazing, amazing care. And then I had really great care in the hospital when I needed it. So we are going to the same hospital Kieran was born in because I know, like, I watched their midwife team work really well with their OB team. They're
Mhm.
actually friendly and collaborate a lot and work. And from what I can tell, that's not always the case in
Mhm.
major hospitals. So we're working with the midwife team there, and I'm feeling good about it. We found a midwife who used to work at the birth center that we were going to for
Oh,
Kieran.
that's cool.
Yeah, so she knows exactly what kind of care I want. She knows
Mhm.
exactly like what we were hoping for with Kieran. She's dealt with a lot of moms with similar expectations for care. So she's great. She's had 6 kids of her own.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they were all home births too. And she is really a big fan of the level of care at this hospital. So I'm feeling, frankly, just really annoyed every single time I have to deal with the hospital system. Just so annoyed. And these are human beings who are hopefully in it to care for, I mean, just scheduling in the 5,000 different ultrasound departments, the 5,000 different hoops to jump through,
It's
it's just it feels terrible, I'm going to be honest, and I'm just saying that because I want anyone listening who has not had a baby yet or is trying to juggle all of this, I firmly believe that we deserve better, and in capitalist America, which I'm a fan of capitalism in a lot of ways, I'm not trying to be, like, woke right now at all, but when these I feel hospitals prioritize profit over patients in most cases. And so it's all about finding the most direct route to the actual care providers.
well, even just like reception.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had terrible experience with the hospital receptionist in the OB department.
Mhm.
And that's your first interaction when you're feeling I mean, your feelings could be so drastic when you're talking to this person. That's why, like, the first time I called the midwives, because I've had 2 hospital births where, like, I thought that was just normal to, like, do all of that hoop jumping and have to call central scheduling
Yeah.
to do this and have to blah, blah, blah.
No.
And I, like, spoke to this woman, and she was just, like, so wonderful on the phone. I was like, "What?" And
Yeah.
this was actually a practice that couldn't take me, and she was, like, gently letting me down that they couldn't take my due date, and I felt more cared for.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling I'm not trying to whine. I'm feeling really grateful for the care I had throughout my whole pregnancy with Kieran. I'm so grateful you're getting a piece of that because
Yeah.
that is what every woman
Yeah.
deserves.
Me too.
And if you're pregnant or want to become pregnant, just know you deserve better. And there are
Mhm.
caretakers out there who want to give it to you. It's just really unfortunate that we have to walk through this really vulnerable, amazing growth period in these really annoying systems
Yes.
that
Yes.
frankly feel disrespecting, cold, and
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, I digress. So I'm actually thrilled with our actual midwife, and we were able to talk through the birth, and they do offer water births, so I'll have that option if I want it. And we were able to talk through protocol at the hospital. So it looks I'll still have to get to the hospital, which is a bummer. I think that's another pro for home births. Like if I had not had such a ridiculous birth experience with Kieran, I would absolutely be doing a home birth.
Mhm.
The fact that you're in contractions and they make you wait until you're progressed enough to get in the car and change your whole environment. I mean, if you're going to deliver a baby, I mean, there are stories of women who are getting ready to deliver and they're in a war zone or something traumatic happens and their body stops.
Mhm.
We're not going to deliver a baby if we don't feel safe. So to put all this work in at home and then get in a car and then drive to this sterile, like, hospitals are terrible places to me. I feel really cared for in them, but
Like, thank God we have them, and
thank
it's
God
not
we
like you
have
walk in
them.
and think, "Oh, this is where I'd like to bring new life into the world."
No. They totally suck, and thank God for the amazing nurses and care providers, but,
I mean, I even remember with Nora, like, I walked in and once they checked me, like, we learned I was 8.5 centimeters. I'd been puking in the shower, like, I'd been in transition for at least an hour, but I'm so stoic usually, and I'm in the, like, reception area of OB. I'm not gonna be, like, yelling during my contractions. I wish I would. A lot of women would. I think that's great. That's not my personality. They, like,
you also
didn't.
have a pretty big tolerance for physical discomfort
Yeah, that's
comparatively.
true. They, like, didn't wanna believe that I needed a room. I'm like, "What do you want me to show you? Like, more pain to get me in a room right now?" Like, this isn't meant to be the horror story about hospitals, like, we both had safe, good care, like, thank goodness we
I
have
think I
them.
had great care.
You had
This
better
is
care than I
not
did
about
too.
the care providers.
No,
This is
it's just
about
the
the
system.
system.
But basically what I think my point is, like, trust your body and trust yourself, and don't be afraid to, like, be annoying,
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
like, state your needs, and yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, they're profiting from your insurance, your actual bank
Yeah, you walked
account.
in the door, they get paid, they're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Anyways.
yeah, it's gonna be a hospital, which I chose that. I feel empowered to make
Mhm.
that choice. It never entered my mind after all signs of having a healthy pregnancy with Kieran that I would be one of the small percentage that had preeclampsia and all of these other problems. Like,
Yeah.
now that that's happened to me once, I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna listen to this and
Mhm.
see if we can do a VBAC. So I really want a VBAC
Are you doing any birth prep stuff?
now when I really need to start.
Yeah, me too. I just realized that. I think the prep, even if you don't need the knowledge, I just think getting back in that mindset is really helpful. And I wish I would have done that. Honestly, I'm wondering if maybe my approach this time will be really being proactive about postpartum.
Yeah, that's the biggest reason I want a VBAC is because I had medical professionals telling me I had a traumatic medical experience with my birth. And I was like, why are you telling me this? Everyone's okay. I walked away from that feeling like, well, thank God for doctors.
Hmm.
And then postpartum is where I'm like, that was the worst thing.
That was traumatic. Like, I think we should make the statement now that we are going to read the first 40 days since it's been on our reading list, both of ours, for a long time.
Yeah.
I think we are going to read the first 40 days and then maybe we'll do an episode, little discussion on it for
I
some
honestly
accountability.
might make some digital materials,
Great. Yeah, that's the goal.
like recipes I actually think I'll want to eat
Oh, thank you. I would like that. Cause, like, I don't want to
for
eat
other people to
liver.
make you, right? Like if someone's like, "Hey, how can I be helpful?"
Yes. And then you can put them, like, on your meal train.
Mhm.
And, like, you should have someone make you a meal train also for anybody listening. I didn't realize that was, like, the way to do it until joining a book club of women who are having babies and realizing, like, having a meal train website is amazing. And, like, random people will sign up and bring you food. Like, everybody should have one. And then you could post your recipes and do all that. Okay, great.
How do you find book club where everyone's having babies?
I don't know. I was lucky. Yeah, like moms that actually, like, read good literature and are having babies.
Yeah. I mean,
Amazing.
honestly, mom's reading good literature, that's something that most things I don't want social pressure for. That though, I'm like, listen, if she can do it with 4 kids, I can read 5 minutes a day. Like that would be a nice peer
Mhm.
pressure
Yeah, I
moment.
needed some because otherwise I would have I still would be reading, like, smut probably.
Yeah, fair.
Just some escapism.
Mhm. Really fair.
All right, baby names that you really want that Kyle won't let you have.
Okay, this is terrible. We haven't even talked about baby names yet.
Okay, did you with Kieran? Like, were there any that you were like, "Yes, I want this," and Kyle was like, "No."
Oh, let me see.
I have 2 that I still would love to use, and Kevin's like, "Absolutely not," and I
What
get
are
it.
they?
They're from books. I want a Lori, like
Like
Lawrence, like from Little
oh, like
Women.
Boy
I want a
Lori.
boy Lori.
Oh, Oh, cute.
I also want a boy, Jem, who was Anne of Green Gables, her first baby. Well, it's a spoiler alert. If you read Anne's House of Dreams, it's really sad. The first baby does not make it. Second baby is James, but they call him Jem. Kevin's put the kibosh on both of those.
Jim, I'm not here for.
Jem.
Oh, Jem, I do love
Jem.
that. There's somebody else like Jeremy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I just
Jem. Yeah, no, I love that. Okay, I found my list. These are funny. Esme?
Esme or Esme?
Esme?
You definitely just said Esme, which
I know.
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
was
because
real.
I'm literally reading
I
it
know.
and my
You saw
brain
the
does
accent and you
that. Esme. Kyle said no. I also wanted a Rory as a boy name.
Yes, so
Love a
cute.
Rory. And Kyle said
Like
no.
like Rory is the name.
Rory
right?
is the
Yes,
name.
so cute.
Yeah, Eloise is still really up there for me.
And you
for
can have a
girl
little like
name.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Lulu, I think, is actually what we would
Oh, that's
like. An
so
Eloise
cute.
Lulu. Kieran or Kyle's no.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, here's the name that everyone has roasted me for. Tristan. I still love
Yeah, because
Tristan.
I think of James Harriet.
You were the one who roasted me first in the hospital. Let me take you back down memory lane. I said
please
I
do,
really
'cause
wanted Tristan, and you said, ew, like business frat boy. And I was like, no, from James Harriet. He was hilarious. We grew up with those books.
Oh, it's me.
That was you. And then Sadie absolutely piggybacked. She's like, thank God you didn't even Tristan.
Right, I'm in a different place. I went right to
love
James
Tristan.
Harriet. I think that's a great
Because
name.
I reminded you.
No, because I just watched the new series.
Yeah. See, I've loved that name my whole life because of those
I
books.
think you should have a Tristan.
You're lying through your teeth.
No, I'm not. I think it's great. Maybe I'll have a Tristan.
That would be too much. I'm looking at my list and I'm like, you know what? There's some good girl names that I would bring back. Oh, I really wanted Freya.
That was on our list as
I
well.
really wanted a Freya. And I think Kyle's like, no. But
I wanted Nora to be Cora.
I remember that. And that's very different than Nora, just that one letter.
Mm-hmm. And I'd still love a Cora, but I cannot have a Cora and a Nora.
Yeah, no, you're done. That's it. That's out.
But I'm also pretty sure this is a boy, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
Why?
Because I feel great.
Are you going to find out gender
No.
this time?
Yeah, Nora, I was more sick than Charlie, so that's why I think it's a boy, but who knows?
Who knows?
We won't know till Christmas time, which is my due date.
Yeah, that's
Rough.
so sad. I honestly, I love Christmas at mom and dad's house. So it's an O'Leary Christmas this year, which yay. Obviously, Callie's not leaving her home.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Christmas at mom and dad's house. Like, it's just so fun. But I would way rather have Christmas as an Airbnb in Wausau with you and Kev and the kids.
I don't think that's going to fly.
I know, but I think all of us want it.
Oh, maybe I'll try.
I haven't talked to Sadie or Naomi. I just think we all want it. So maybe it's just me. I'm like, isn't family a lot more important than the place?
Also, it would be magical because let's say I have a Christmas baby, like Charlie and Nora could still be like with you guys.
Yeah.
And then you could just like come bring Christmas to us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is going to be
That's
fun.
what I want.
We'll do a Christmas special
from this cabin. Should I call mom and dad before this episode airs or just wait till they
Let's
listen?
just see when they listen. And then we can discuss it at our family reunion coming up. Perfect.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, phenomenal. Love it.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Well, this was a long-winded update.
We actually got all the important stuff out of the way in the first 2 minutes. So
yeah. So if you're still here, gee bless.
Oh, wait, really quick. What's the worst pregnancy advice you've ever gotten?
Oh. The worst pregnancy? I think there's this idea, and this was weird for me with Kieran too. that when you're pregnant, you can eat whatever you want.
Oh, I
I
know.
really don't understand that, and I really dislike it. So with
Especially because you burn more calories breastfeeding. Like, if you're gonna pick a time when when your metabolism is high, it is not pregnancy.
well, it's just so interesting because either way, your body's working with what you put into it.
Yes.
And so I really it's not advice so much as it is just a cultural trope. And with Kieran, it was just so hard for me to eat anything.
Mhm.
I mean, I was eating things that I usually really don't like. Like it was just the most bizarre, dysphoric. I love vegetables, and I was boiling broccoli with my noodles to try and infuse some of the nutrients into the noodles because I couldn't eat the broccoli.
Yeah, that's bad.
And I was eating the only thing I wanted were fried potatoes and specifically strawberry ice cream,
I forgot about the
like all
strawberry
the
ice
time.
cream.
And the math doesn't math for me because if like this baby's growing inside you no matter what. So if you're putting
Mhm.
crap into your body, it's actually, in my opinion, probably just hurting you more, but also not great for the whatever. So,
Right, like, the baby's trying to suck out whatever nutrients it can, and then you're left
yes.
with, like, the aftermath, which
Yeah.
yeah.
And this pregnancy, I actually can eat, which is incredible. And it's empowering to actually try and figure out how to get the protein that I need and
Mhm.
to feel like I'm actually building out this whole other human
Mhm.
and creating energy for myself
Mhm.
to like nurture Kieran and Kyle and myself.
Mhm.
Anyways, that was a
Yeah, that is a
soapbox.
weird one. I think our generation is really changing that, though. It might just be the circles I run in, but, like, now I feel like, duh, you need to be eating really healthy if you can, and if you can't, like, just put whatever food you can into your body.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yep. Yep.
Mine
What
was
about you?
definitely that random chiropractor telling me to do sit-ups when I was 35 weeks pregnant.
Please tell me that was a man.
It was, and
Yeah.
he was old, and I was like, "Bye."
That's actually insane.
After after I come in feeling like a whale trying to get rid of my sciatica, and he's, like, telling me about his daughter who's had a C-section and looks like a model afterwards. I'm like I'm, like, on the table.
You know what? We need to do an episode where we talk about what not
Not to say
to
that was
say to a woman in
bad.
postpartum or like what to say. Maybe we could make it more constructive.
Yes. Yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, there you go, everybody. There was your little tea for the day.
Tea for the day. The O'Leary sisters are breeding again. Can I say that on air? I don't know.
Yeah, well, you just did. So now you know if we can't remember what we were saying a second ago on any of our future interviews. But bear with us. Join us for the ride.
Join us for the ride. This is a whole new thing, a whole new life we're each building.
All right. Well, have a great day.
You too.
Thanks. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. You've been listening to The Real Mom Hub. Our music is by Naomi O'Leary. You can find us on social at The Real Mom Hub. We're not the authority or even very educated on the medical issues discussed. Do your own research, talk to an expert, make your own decisions, and call us if you learn anything new.
If you like what you hear, follow us on Instagram, or better yet, subscribe to our newsletter. If you don't, that's fine. We can all move on. Our purpose here is community, so if we've resonated with you, tell a friend.
Thanks for listening.